name's Graham. I own Southern Peninsula Panel Beaters. Been here for about 12 years now. Been in the industry for about 30 years. Automotive body and paint repairs is my profession, but restorations is something different. I look at motor cars. This particular vehicle is something that just ticks so many boxes. It's a cool looking vehicle. It's fun to drive. You can take the top off. It's a convertible. It's a 4x4. It's everything all wrapped up into one. I've had a couple of them in the past, and I was thinking maybe it was time to get another one. And I started looking around, and by chance, this old guy rolled up at my door one day and said, I've got this old Jeep, you interested in buying it? And I went outside, and there stood this sad-looking, blue, rusty old Jeep that had been sorely neglected for years and years. And kind of took it as a sign, you know. It found me because it needed some love. So yeah, that's how I ended up with this guy. It's a 1992 4-liter straight 6 manual. I put a free flow exhaust on with some branches. It's a power flow system that we put on there. Yeah, so it's a left-hand drive, which obviously makes it quite unique and a lot of fun to drive. In particular, challenging going through a toll gate. You need to take some Brightongs with so that you can pay. So it's a YJ. To my knowledge, it's one of only 2 square lights in Cape Town. It's a rugged 4x4 image, and I think this sort of army green suits the vehicle. And it just so happens that this color actually is a Jeep color. I think it came out in 2021. It's called Commando Green. Mechanically, the vehicle was actually in neglected state, but everything was working. So I opened the motor up, flushed everything out. I've done probably 4 or 5 oil changes just to ensure that it's good and clean inside. We've drained the gearbox and the diffs and everything, so it's got new fluids throughout. Raised it with an additional leaf spring, so it's got a slight lift. Put a nice set of 33-inch wheels. Custom made a rear bumper with tow hitch attachment, with shackles on the back. We put these rock sliders on, which are completely custom made and designed. We reupholstered the interior of the vehicle. Managed to keep some of the detailing from the original seats. You know, working with your hands is quite a rewarding thing to do, and in particular this industry, you know, to be able to see the fruits of your labor, you know, to take a project from start to finish is a really rewarding process. But restorations is something different. You can take a car that was once something beautiful and has become deteriorated over time, and you know, there's always a story attached to a restoration vehicle. Often there's a family story about it was my first car, or this was my grandfather's vehicle, or my mom was born in the back seat of this car, or, you know, there's always a story attached. So it's more than just fixing a car. You're adding something back into a family very often. And even, you know, when you're working for a client, to see the joy that they get when they receive the end product back, it's such a privilege to be able to bring these cars back to life.